All right, friends, thanks for joining us here on Weather Impact Now. I am Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett, joined today by meteorologist Kit Thomas and meteorologist Daniel McDonald. It is the show that is all about weather for 30 minutes each night right here at 6:30, and we appreciate you being here with us. We do try to focus a lot on local weather, and we will have, of course, a full breakdown on that. But today is a day where there's a lot of severe weather going on in other parts of the country. So we're also going to take you there and show you what's going on. Like we just mentioned, a newly confirmed tornado right now on the ground near Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We have live videos from that area coming up in just a bit. But I do want to break down your local forecast for a little bit. I know that's what we're mostly here for. And of course, the big story here is just how dry it has been. Typically, April, one of our wettest months, we just haven't seen a lot of rain in the last couple of months here. The big thing right now is dry and warm. Temperatures above average through the rest of this week and at least into the first day of the weekend before a cold front arrives. We are tracking some rain chances. We've got a few on Thursday, some off and on showers, and then I think we have better rain chances for Saturday. It's not going to rain the whole day Thursday. Saturday could be just a little bit more soggy if you have some plans. Here's a look at the forecast for the next 3 days. Wednesday looks pretty good, a pretty similar day to what we saw today. 84 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds, looking dry for Wednesday. Thursday, that's our next rain chance. We're going to find some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder in the morning, but I think Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening going to be mostly dry. So Thursday's not a washout, but it could be a little wet for your drive into work on Thursday morning. We'll time that out in a second. Friday also turns dry again. Also very warm Friday, up to 88 degrees with sunshine. Some spots even closer to 90 for the end of the week, but that will not last too much longer. So really 2 days we're watching. The rest of the forecast looks dry. Thursday, we've got that chance of rain mainly in the morning. And then Saturday, we're going to have some rain. It seems like mainly in the second half of the day. I want to start out with Thursday, though, because this is, again, our first system that's coming in. And I'm going to start the clock here Thursday at 4 a.m. So this is pretty early in the morning, like we said. We've already got some rain coming in. So this is probably going to impact your morning commute on Thursday. 7 a.m., some showers, maybe a couple of areas in here where that rain is a little bit heavier, maybe a rumble of thunder, but not expecting any severe weather, certainly. Could just be some showers that impact your Thursday morning. By 11 a.m. Thursday, though, the rain starts to clear up. And I think the second half of Thursday turns out mostly dry. There's 4 o'clock Thursday, the radar completely clear. So if you've got work to do outside Thursday, later in the day looks okay, but the morning could be a little wet. Now, a couple of models have indicated Thursday evening, maybe a couple of storms try to redevelop. I can't rule that out. It would be very isolated if it does happen, but notice by about 9 o'clock Thursday, a couple of areas could see a few more thunderstorms. But again, I do think most of the second half of Thursday is going to be dry. Best rain chances Thursday appear to be in the morning. But by Saturday, this cold front gets a lot closer to us, and that's going to help a more organized storm system to come in. Going to bring us a pretty good chance of rain. Maybe some thunderstorms Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Again, severe weather appears unlikely at this point. But again, could definitely impact your Saturday afternoon and evening plans. You add those up and rain totals are still not impressive. Less than an inch for most of us, and for most of us, it's even going to be less than a half an inch of rain. We are very, very behind on rainfall so far this year. We need about 6 inches to even start to make up the drought. So a quarter of an inch is nice, but it's not nearly enough for what we need. Of course, drought monitor extremely dry, especially over in Arkansas and down in the Delta counties, but just about everybody is in some kind of a drought condition right now. Burn bans also hoisted because of how dry it is, and it's also gotten a little windier each day. So fires that do start can burn out of control very quickly. So in eastern Arkansas and North Mississippi, several counties are under burn bans. That means no sort of outdoor burning, any kind of trash burning or things like that that could create a spark that could get a fire out of control. Radar is completely clear here, but that is a different story in other parts of the country right now. And this is where we want to pause and take a look at what's going on elsewhere. We'll get back to the local forecast in a bit, but perfect time to check in with meteorologist Kit Thomas. He's over at the weather wall right now. And Kit, we've been watching this live video from Milwaukee. And again, what's behind you now? That's not here. We're going to take you up north now into the upper Midwest. Big storm in Milwaukee right now, and just got word of that confirmed tornado a few moments ago.
Yeah, and I was checking out the local radar there. It looks like it did have a pretty substantial velocity couplet and a correlation coefficient dip. I'm trying to pull in the radar data from Milwaukee to see if we can get it, but you could see the base of that thunderstorm rolling into town right now. You can see just the very dark clouds, almost that blue-green haze there, and a couple flickers of lightning out there as well. What's going on? We've got a severe weather risk around the Great Lakes. We have a level 3 here across the upper Midwest into Michigan. This is where we've got that greater chance for more severe weather. There's been tons of energy that these storms have been tapping into today. You see it's sort of a purple up above that high end of the scale. Zooming in here across southern Wisconsin, this is where we had that confirmed tornado warning, but there's still a few others headed towards the Madison area, off towards central Wisconsin as well. Hoping that we've got the local radar data hasn't quite pulled in, but it did show up with a pretty substantial velocity couplet in that area as well. Plus, right on the isthmus that is the city of Madison, it's actually situated between two lakes, 3.25-inch hail. It rounds to the 10th there, but very, very large hail, much larger than a baseball coming down right there in the middle of town. There have been dozens and dozens of reports well in excess of 2 to 3 inches of diameter here. Dubuque, Andrew, even down towards the Muscatine area of Iowa. Several more tornado warnings in this area, but it's not just there. It's also into parts of Ohio and into the Northeast. We've got Massachusetts, southern New Hampshire, and into New York and Pennsylvania. That's not the only spot that we've got severe threats, though. There's also another level 3 threat across the Central Plains here into parts of Oklahoma and Texas. We've got several severe thunderstorms in that zone. Could also see some tornado threats in that area as well, Trevor. And we're seeing now a new picture of this, Trevor. You can see that deep shelf cloud just starting to roll into Wisconsin. Pretty intense situation today. Glad that we are pretty quiet here in the Mid-South.
Yeah, thankfully so. We had enough rough weather last year. I don't ever want to wish it on anybody else, but for right now, we will let them handle it. We had our fair share last year. Of course, we're weather nerds around here, so we're keeping a very close eye on that since it is so quiet here. And Kit's going to have more of a check of what's going on up near Milwaukee and in the upper Midwest with those tornadoes and some hail coming up in just a bit. To wrap up your local forecast here at home, of course, it's been quiet today. 83 the high, about 10 degrees above the average of 73. Not quite to the record, though, which was 88. A much different view here closer to home. There's our skyline, Midtown Memphis and downtown. You see some sunshine beating down, of course, hardly a cloud in the sky, just a few friendly ones. 82 the current temperature. Been a little breezier today, and of course, that's gotten a little more humidity to come in out of the south. You'll continue to notice that over the next couple of days. 67 the low temperature tonight here in Memphis. Will drop to 64 in Bolivar, 61 in Corinth, 62 in Oxford. Everybody generally staying pretty clear. And a very similar day tomorrow. A mix of sun and clouds, mid-80s for the high temperature. I don't expect any rain for Wednesday. A very nice hump day, but again, still a little breezy. Going to make it feel a little more muggy tomorrow. I think you'll notice that. 87 in Blytheville, 86 Helena, West Helena, and Mariana. We'll get up to 85 in Hernando and Corinth, 84 Ripley and Holly Springs, 85 in Selmer, 86 in Dyersburg. Now, once this cold front comes through, temperatures do drop going into early next week. 69 degrees on Sunday, much below average, which is about 73. And then we do climb right back to closer to 80 by Tuesday. So checking out that 7-day forecast again here closer to home. I think we have a pretty nice day on tap for tomorrow. We're going to get back into the mid-80s, pretty warm, pretty sunny. We are dry for tomorrow. And then as we look ahead to Thursday, that's going to be kind of our next chance of maybe a couple of showers in there, mainly in the morning. I think Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening turns out to be a lot more dry, but it is going to be Thursday morning. We see some rain, partly cloudy Friday, high temperature 88. So a nice Friday night. And I think Saturday morning is okay. Saturday night, though, into the afternoon, evening hours, that's when the rain really starts to creep in. Could be some thunderstorms in there as well, but we do not expect severe weather. Sunshine, 69 on Sunday. Very nice to end the weekend. 71, partly cloudy Monday, and then nice on Tuesday as well. High temperature up to about 80 degrees. All right, of course, we're keeping a very close eye on what's happening up in the upper Midwest right now, but before we take a break and get back to that, I do want to invite you to join the ABC 24 Weather Watchers. You can scan that QR code right there on your screen, and that's going to take you to our Facebook group. You can send your own weather photos, your own weather videos. Basically, if you just want to talk about weather, if you're a weather nerd like we are, that is the absolute spot to be. And of course, we're always taking your questions and comments in there as well. All right, I want to go back live now to Milwaukee. Look at that, man. Incredible cloud there coming in. Tons of lightning. Again, this is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A confirmed tornado on the ground there in the Milwaukee metro area. Kit's got a full breakdown of what's going on up there right after this.